Hello, everybody, again. Marethyu here, and my super awesome supporter. What's your face? I can't think of your name.
My name is Shuttershade.
So?
Dolt.
Whatever. Whatever.
My name's right here on the computer.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Just shut up.
It's right here.
Whatever. That was an intro for you to do your intro. Now shut up. Let's get started now. Okay, so part 2, episode 1. We're gonna have, on the list today for items of discussion is gonna be the episodes so far. We're gonna have up to Wonderbolt. Up to Too Many Pinkie Pies. We're gonna talk about the episode Too Many Pinkie Pies. And we're gonna introduce current events, kind of stuff like that. Talking about some things coming out in the fandom, new stuff, including 2 new little showcase things we're gonna have called. We're gonna have like this showcase for like a new piece of music every week and a new piece of art every week. Gives some time for the artists to get out their get their stuff out, and hopefully today we'll dial it back on the ADHD.
Yeah, with
no guarantee.
I have cooled it on the monster, so
yeah.
Hopefully this will run a little bit smoother.
All right, episode so far: Crystal Empire Part 1. That is up to the point. When does the second episode start on that one?
That starts.
Second one.
When does
the
start?
first one ends? Take a look at the description. 1 moment per technical difficulties.
A magical empire has suddenly appeared in the Arctic north of Equestria. Princess Celestia needs Twilight and her friends to find a way to protect it.
Okay, I think this stopped at somewhere between the point in which Twilight goes looking for the Crystal Heart and after.
Let's just talk about it as a whole.
They find it. Let's just talk about we're gonna make it simple and just talk about both episodes as a whole.
Our brains hurt.
Yeah, as the season premiere as a whole.
Yeah, we have finals this week. We're dead. We're
absolutely yeah. So I'm thinking first, season 3 premiere. We waited quite some time for it. I think it was relatively pretty good for its a long delay of episodes.
Everyone saw that picture that said the first episode was going to come out in August.
August. Everyone thought it was August, and
so
all of a sudden it was November.
Yeah, then it was
early November.
Yeah, it was like, oh, don't worry, it's in September. Oh, don't worry, it's October.
October, and then November. Yeah, that's cool.
But it finally came out. And it did, and overall, it was a fairly decent episode. So, plot. You want to do plot synopsis?
Yeah. Plot synopsis. Spoiler alert right here. Plot synopsis. Twilight is informed by Princess Celestia that this magical empire called Crystal Empire, which seemed a lot like the whole story of it disappearing, seems a lot like Atlantis. You ever notice that?
I do notice that
vanished.
Now. Yeah.
And just completely disappeared off the face of the earth, or face of Equestria in this case.
Yeah.
And it's a lot like Atlantis. But it's back all of a sudden from wherever it went. I don't know. And Celestia needs a way to protect it because King Sombra is returning. So you want to cover what happened to King Sombra?
Well, that's the thing. Nothing happened with King Sombra.
King Sombra is best villain, said no one ever.
I mean, it's really true. He's appeared, then went away. I mean, there was no.
I guess I kind of left it up to interpretation for whether or not, kind of like some sort of interpretation, if what happened to him and. They kind of showed how he died in the end. Quote unquote died because it was quite obvious he's still alive because a piece of his horn was still there.
Okay, every pony is saying that he's still alive. His horn flew away.
He could be.
That's a possibility, but I feel that was just for dramatic effect. Look at the horn flying.
Look at the horn and the blowing in your face and the.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I mean,
he could be. That's what writers do, leave stuff open-ended like that.
Yeah,
so they can bring out some more of it.
If they feel like it. To me, I felt that was simply for effect and nothing more. I think he's dead. That's just what I think.
Yeah, he could be, but we're gonna leave that open because you never know. They might have another episode.
Yeah. So anyway, So
continue.
Yeah. So, Twilight rounds up the main six, and they all go to they march to the Arctic waste of Equestria.
The Arctic waste, which has never been shown before in any of the episodes. Just appeared too.
Yeah. So they're walking. Then they meet Shining Armor dressed as RoboCop.
Yeah, he is dressed as RoboCop. I did notice that. With the whole covering his face, the little like the RoboCop glasses.
It was the funniest thing in the world.
It was so amazing,
and it's so unneeded because, as far as I can remember, none of the main six were dressed at all.
Yeah, they were he was the only one dressed and prepared for winter.
I am prepared to walk through this Arctic waste while you're freezing. Okay.
I almost expected them to do some sort of Hoth reference from Star Wars, with
that would have
some
been really
sort
clever.
Of coldness. I don't know.
They get inside the Empire, and I thought it would smell bad on the
outside. Exactly. But whatever.
Yeah, so they get in there, they walk into the town, and they find these really depressed ponies. No one can remember anything. They all
have
bags
amnesia.
in their eyes.
Like they've been up for a whole. How long was it gone? 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Isn't that so? Wait a minute. Hold on. Linking in stories here. How long was Luna gone? 1,000 years. Wait. What if that necklace that Trixie had some sort of link to King Sombra? I mean, Magic Duel. Another spoiler alert.
But it's the Alicorn amulet.
It's the Alicorn amulet.
But Sombra's not an Alicorn.
Sombra was a unicorn, but it looked like him. Whether or not what if it was an? Oh my God! So many underlying hidden theme, story, motif things. But what if it was he had something to do with the power behind that amulet, and then somehow Luna was tied into it and was corrupted by him.
Is that how Nightmare Moon was created?
Possibly.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Mind blown.
So they go in and they find the ponies who haven't slept in 1,000 years.
No, they haven't slept in 1,000 years.
Then they find Cadence, who's
Cadence is decrepit. She's withering away. She's skinnier than you are.
Shut up.
Eat some meat, skinny ass boy.
You know what, Marethyu? Shut up.
Shut up. Whatever.
Yeah. So they find Cadence, and she's using magic, trying to put this giant protective force field around the Crystal Empire
to protect it from Sombra, who is on the outside. She's spreading hope and love and joy across the sky.
Hearts and ponies for everyone!
Yay! I want a pony.
And she
said, I want a pony.
I want a pony too.
That would be amazing.
I know.
Back on track. Yeah, and she's
both at the same time.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
Whatever. She's decrepit and skinny and kind of withering away because she's been keeping the shield up for ever, for as long as Twilight's been getting there.
So I see season 2 finale. Hey, Mary, what do I want to do? Want to go save an empire?
Let's go save an empire. Hey, it's time to save the city. Yeah. What the hell? Ah! What the hell's going on? How do I shut web? Oh my God! It's Alfred Molina. Oh, again, ADHD. We are sorry. But not really. But yes, we are. Yeah. So, as they she's been there keeping that barrier up, and
but essentially in a nutshell, the main six are sent to find out what's going on.
They're Shining Armor, almost forgot his name there for a second. Shining Armor stays with Cadence to keep her safe and comfort, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Twilight and the gang all go out across the Crystal Empire. Yeah, that's what the whole first episode is.
Yeah,
she thinks it's a test from Celestia. They had that whole number in there. What was the name of the song?
The Failure Song.
The Failure Song. But it was a great epic win. It was a great song.
Spike sings.
Spike actually sings. It's so amazing. But yeah, they had that whole song. She thinks it's a test, but she needs to just kind of like drop the books and just focus on the fact that it's not really a test. I guess that's some dramatic irony there.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're going to the city. Don't remember anything. Every pony is decrepit and
no, they're not
depressing.
decrepit. They're just they're just like
not as bad as Cadence, but they're all like,
oh no,
I'm sorry, I can't help you. They have bags on their eyes.
Well, they just look like they haven't. They just look like they haven't slept. They look like I think they've been on some sort of. Maybe that's where they all went. Maybe the Empire disappeared because everybody was in a giant hangover. Because everybody had drank too much one night.
Sombra put something on their drinks.
Sombra spiked all of their drinks. See, Sombra is what you would call a pony university jock, and he went to one of the freshman parties with all the ponies and spiked the punch, and everybody. And everybody went into a hangover, and that's where they've been for the past 1,000 years.
Mystery solved, guys. Mystery solved.
But yeah, and then
so then they go to the library.
Yeah, they go. Then they decide. Oh, let's check the library because Twilight's. Oh my God, a library!
Holy crap! Ermagerd.
But yeah, and
so they find that they need to find the crystal heart.
Yeah, they spend an hour or so, like not even an hour. It was like what, like 60-second montage of a 60-second montage of just book searching, and
yeah,
Twilight finally finds it, and
yeah. So they realized that there was the Crystal Festival, I think it was called?
It was the Crystal Fair, which livened all of the spirits of the ponies, which charged the power of the Crystal Heart, which then in turn protected the city. Mm-hmm. But because they couldn't find the Crystal Heart, they needed to find a replacement for the time being.
You kind of jumped a little bit. They proceed to then put on a Crystal Fair.
They put on the Crystal Fair. People are like, oh my God, I can start to remember things. And Rainbow Dash overhears two ponies talking about the Crystal Heart, and they're like, the Crystal Fair was held to
to raise hopes
it was the librarian. She was like, the Crystal Heart the Crystal Fair was used to raise the spirits of the ponies, which charged the Crystal Heart, which then protected the city. Oh, I do work in a library. And she's kind of worried about it. Runs to Applejack, who is the worst liar.
Yep.
And is like, you gotta stall him, and I don't remember what happens from there.
Pretty much, there's like,
and then they
don't
just,
look at her here.
Like,
nope, go away.
Go away.
There's something over there.
Hey, go distract yourself with something else. Can't look at the Crystal Heart yet. And then
it's a secret.
Twilight gets scared the shit out of her by the Celestia dream. The door can see into your soul. The door can do all that? No, it's just a door.
Yeah. So she has to find the real Crystal Heart. She
becomes the Stairmaster. Oh God, how Twilight versus walking on the King Sombra stair tower. That would have been the worst thing ever.
If you don't know what we're talking about a Flash game.
That would have been the worst possible thing.
If you know what we're talking about a Flash game called Twilight versus
Flash
Walking.
game which is Twilight versus Walking. It's like QWOP, but it's a billion times harder.
Pretty much, it's
because
Twilight,
they involve stairs.
Yeah, and it's absolutely impossible. You should go check it out. It's a really fun game. It's really addicting, though.
It's one of those ones where you're gonna rage. You will more than likely rage about it. But whatever. So I say whatever a lot.
You do.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I then slap him. And
okay.
So she realizes that the Celestia dream, where Celestia pretty much says, "You're the worst student.
You're not my student anymore. Kick you in the pants. Get out of here."
Yeah, she realizes it's not real, and realizes that this door is cursed by King Sombra to keep him out, keep any pony out.
And then Spike and Twilight had a little moment there when he thinks he saw that she was leaving him or sending him away, and then she was like, "I would never do that," and I was like, "Oh my God,
this is so adorable." But then they move on. They go inside. They get the Crystal Heart. They replace the fake Crystal Heart. The real Crystal Heart gets charged.
Yay!
But then
Sombra. Well, no, because you missed that part where the whole You skipped over the part where, like,
Cadence,
Twilight got stuck and ordered Spike to take the crystal heart down to Cadence and stuff, and he fell out the window, and Cadence and Shining Armor. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart today. Shining Armor does the whole Incredibles thing where he throws Cadence
to the kitchen.
Bob, throw me!
Yeah, so
and catches the
heart.
The heart. And did you understand anything about the whole? It's the Crystal Princess, and her cutie mark is the crystal heart. Did you notice that?
Let's finish the plot synopsis, then we'll get to that.
Okay.
So So pretty much, the crystal heart gets charged. As King Sombra is walking in, menacingly. And then pretty much the force field's brought back up. Everything is hunky-dory and happy, and King Sombra gets killed.
Exploded. And then the Aurora Borealis version, the Equestria version of the Aurora Borealis is lit up across Equestria. Twilight is worried, in which the fact that she thinks she failed the test because she thinks that she had to do it, but she made the appropriate decision as a leader, and Celestia was like, no, you win. And
JK, LOL.
JK, LOL. And he's like, yeah, you're good. And then, ba-ba-da-da! I don't think we're going to make it to the next episode, because we're probably going to get, well, let's see how much time we have.
Yeah,
because it isn't a 2-part episode.
Yeah.
So, alright, back to this whole, Cadence's cutie mark, if you haven't seen, is basically some sort of like, it's a heart, but it's like it looks like the crystal heart, and it has these like little golden things around it to kind of add to it.
Yeah.
And like her special ability is like spreading love.
Yeah.
But it's a crystal heart, and she gets the crystal heart, and then everybody's like, oh my god, look, the Crystal Princess.
Which I felt was very underdeveloped. They really should have done more with that, I felt. Because
it confuses me.
It really did confuse me, and I think it's kind of cool to think, oh, Cadence is the Crystal Princess. That's like her divine destiny and all. But it was very underdeveloped. They should have made a bigger deal about it. They should have made more of a deal. They're saying, we're waiting for the Crystal Princess. Where's the Crystal Princess? Because I don't even remember if there was talking about it. I mean,
there wasn't. They just mentioned it.
Yeah,
there was one pony who said it.
And the Crystal Princess. Okay.
Oh my god, look, it's the Crystal Princess. I think the Brony community, for at least everybody that I've talked to about it, is really, including me, overthinking it. That it was just something. It's kind of like how in high school, teachers make you read books and annotate for underlying themes. Like, oh my god, reading
Lord of the Flies.
Or
how does this allude to Freud's views on humanity?
It's like the curtains were blue because blue symbolized the character's depression and sadness towards his life. And if I were just writing a story, I would be a horrible writer for like high school readers.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like, the curtains are blue because I said they were blue. I have no other reason than I like the color blue.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they match the red walls. I don't know. I mean,
no, they wouldn't match a red wall because I had the red pants on and my blue shirt, and it was like, ugh. But it's like maybe it matched the blue carpet.
Carpet, there we go.
Whatever. Yeah. So I think people are just overthinking it, but whatever. Next synopsis is going to be the quick plot synopsis of.
Okay, let's make this really quick. Too many Pinkie Pies.
Too many Pinkie Pies. This is the one where Pinkie Pie, she's torn between a decision between hanging out with Applejack at a barn raising or hanging out with Rainbow Dash around a lake, just chilling. And she goes and hangs out with. She tries to do both at the same time, but finds she can't. She follows some nursery rhyme thing, she goes into the Everfree Forest and finds this cavern that when you say this specific rhyme, it makes a duplicate of you. And she took the duplicate, sent it to Applejack's while she hung out with Rainbow Dash. And then more friends offered her more things, more fun things, and she was worried she was going to miss all the fun. So she made 2 more duplicates, and then the duplicates made more, and then the duplicates made more of those, and all of a sudden the town was overrun with Pinkie Pies, and in order to get rid of them, Twilight had to use a spell that sent them back to the pool, but it came with a catch that if she hit the real Pinkie Pie, she'd send the Pinkie Pie back.
Yeah.
And so she came up with the most boring test ever, which is watching paint dry. Dear God. And whichever ones, cracked under the pressure and totally lost sight of what actually was going on, were shot and then sent back to the pool.
Which I felt was very violent.
It was very violent for a quote-unquote kids show.
I mean, they actually, exploded.
They, blew up and then exploded and then got sent back to the pool. But Pinkie Pie won out in the end, and all was well. That was actually not that bad of a synopsis. It was pretty
See what happens when we focus.
Yeah. Screw ADHD. We got this.
We can overcome! So let's go over this. What did you think about the test Twilight used? Because this is what I was thinking that it wasn't I felt the test was underthought.
I did think so. It was a little bit of an underdeveloped idea.
Yeah, I mean, when she presented it, I'm like, oh, this is a really good idea. But I started thinking about it, and I kind of started thinking, these things, these other Pinkie Pies are all clones of Pinkie Pie. And
well, I didn't even really think about it as that. I just thought about, how is that going to work? And then they just kind of came up with, a BS answer. It's just they're just going to freak out and not focus at all.
Yeah, which I guess I understand it.
A little bit, but Pinkie Pie isn't that... I guess maybe that was the idea, is that Pinkie Pie is not really that,
narrow-minded?
That doesn't really... I guess I kind of thought that, at least Twilight did, thought that all the other Pinkie Pie, the clones, would have a hard time focusing. But I feel like Pinkie Pie, the actual Pinkie Pie, wouldn't have that much trouble focusing. Wouldn't be that easy to just look away and be like, oh my god, a butterfly.
Yeah, and then they went back to the G3 pony.
Oh dear God, no!
Bear can't make her face as crazy as this. I'm like, what is that?
Ah! Kill it before it breeds!
That was terrifying.
That scared me. And then Lyra, the whole Lyra link with the fingers. It's like, look what I can do with my hoof! Like fingers! And then Lyra, I saw this picture, it was just Lyra, and she was like, I wonder if I can do that. Watch, Bon Bon. Ah!
And she grew a hand?
Yeah, the fingers came out. They just recolored the Pinkie Pie.
Oh, okay.
What's the whole purpose with Lyra wanting to be
I don't know,
human or something? Is it because she's sitting down? Everybody.
What I understand is, yeah. So when we post this to YouTube, someone can comment and tell us this. This would be awesome. From what I understand, she's sitting Lyra. She's sitting she's slouching, which obviously means she studies humans, and she wants to learn all about humans.
Obviously.
And she wants to have hands like humans because you can't do anything with hoofs, I guess. I don't really understand this. I mean...
well, she's a unicorn. Why would she need fingers?
I know, and this is I love Fan-Nay stuff and Derpy and Bon Bon and Doctor Who's and all those other characters are great, except...
But I don't understand Lyra.
Yeah, the whole
I Believe thing. Hot Topic sells a shirt that has Lyra sitting down and it's got stars and stripes and... But it says I believe on it. I believe what?
Yeah,
she doesn't have some sort of motto, some sort of...
Yeah, I actually researched the shirt.
Phrase.
Yeah, I went to the producers, not producer, the distributor's website.
We Love Fine?
Yeah, I went to We Love Fine's website.
I love that website. Oh my god.
And I went to Hot Topic's website to research what's going on. And I think Hot Topic's thing just said, Lyra believes. Thank you! This helps. I don't
Lyra believes what?
Yeah, that was very underthought, I felt.
I guess maybe that's the whole point, is there's not really anything to describe. That it's I believe. You believe what?
Exactly!
I think that's the point. It's kind of just weird.
Just kind of like a
it's just
confidence
just
booster.
Random.
Yeah. So that's...
Yay! Okay, next time on UberPony, episode 2. Hopefully we'll make it one episode, not 2 parts. and we're gonna have
our
new music.
Yeah, our music corner and our art corner.
Music showcase and our art showcase.
Yeah.
And we'll have distributions of that. We'll leave links in the descriptions all the time for those.
Yeah.
Links to more than likely the publisher's page. So
Definitely.
like not only the link to the website in which we found it, but the link to the creator's page to kind of just boost the popularity of each person.
Yeah. So
signing off for now. Marethyu out.
And Shutter Shade. See you around, Everpony.